Good morning to all. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. I feel thrilled and honored to welcome each one of you for the inauguration of Ajikar 5th Assisted Living Centre in Goa. The next 10 minutes that I'm going to spend with you, I'm going to divide that into two parts. One is giving you story behind Ajikar, why we started Ajikar, what's the story behind Ajikar, and what is the need of assisted living centers and why we are starting it in Goa. So Ajikar is a story of how a one man's pain can convert into a larger purpose. I have worked in the IT field for nearly 17 years. I used to work with TCS, and one fine day while I was working in US, my dad called me saying that we need to hospitalize my mother. She got infection in her entire body and we had to hospitalize. So I rushed back to India. After coming to India, she has to be hospitalized nearly for 15 days. And those 15 days were tough for us. But the more tough thing was when doctor told us that after the discharge, she will be bedridden for next 3 months. And that's the time the struggle started. I think I wanted to go back to US to continue with my job. So I kind of arranged 2 caregivers to look after my mother for the day and night. I'm the only son. And I went back to US. And there used to be daily coordination with the caregivers and nurse. And managing that was a very frustrating experience. People will not come one fine day. They'll come late. They will not know how to do basic things like changing diaper, taking them to the washrooms, what is the importance of hygiene. And that all impacted my mother's recovery. Something that could have been done in 3 months, she took 5 to 6 months. And all through that, we as a family went through a lot of pain. And all throughout my life, I've always wanted to do something which will be helpful to people, which will create impact. And I was always looking for an opportunity. What can I do? And when I faced this problem, I thought if I am facing this problem, there will be many people like me who are doing job, who are doing career. For them, parents are definitely important, but sometimes you are just not able to be there sometime. You want to be there, but you are not there. And what can I do to improve the quality of care which gets delivered at home? While I was in US, I did a diploma in home health aid. I decided to come back to India. After coming back, I thought there has to be research done. I did a research for about 6 months. And what I found was there was a lack of training for people who are working at home for elders. The entire training was available only for people who are working in hospital. But there was no training available for people who are working at home, people who are working with elders. So the quality of care was very poor, and I decided that we'll design a program to create more certified caregivers who can look after elderly in a much better way. And that's how Ajikar was born on 15th August 2012 to improve the quality of care delivered to elders at home. And I was doing this along with my job for 5 years. While doing this, we realized that some of the medical conditions like Alzheimer's dementia, Parkinson, cancer, these are conditions which takes long years. A spouse or kids, family has to work with them, and sometimes it becomes very difficult, especially if you have smaller houses. And sometimes you are not available to your parents. What can you do? And that's how we decided to start a center for elders. My initial thought was to start a daycare center. So we started our first center on 1st August 2017, which is a World Elder Day. But that daycare center did not work. People told me, why don't you convert that into a residential care center? So we started our first center at Powai in Mumbai. And that worked really well. We got amazing response, and we realized that is the need of people. People who care for their parents, but sometimes they are not available, right? You need a solution for that. And that's how we started with our assisted living center journey. When we started, we didn't knew the word assisted living center. We just knew that we need to provide a solution to the families who are struggling to cope, to provide care, which builds a lot of stress, anxiety, and can we solve the problem? So the assisted living center is an outcome of can we provide a solution to the families who are struggling to provide best care. So assisted living center is kind of a new in India, I think, which has started to pick up. Assisted living center is a center. I think a lot of time people get confused. So just to clarify, this is not a retirement home. Assisted living center is not a retirement home. It is not for center for healthy seniors. Assisted living center is a center which is for seniors who are suffering with any medical condition, any mental health condition, any mobility issues, right? Where they require comprehensive care at home. For example, they require round-the-clock doctor, nurse, physiotherapy, which managing at home becomes very difficult. And their recovery impacts. So, these assisted living centers offer a solution to the families with the elders with such conditions. Now, let's look at why. So, as I said, when we started the center, we didn't know the assisted living center, but now when I look back and I look at some of the numbers, you will understand why we are going to need more and more such centers in coming time. All of you are aware that our current India's population is very young. We are only 10 to 11% of the population is elders, which is around 13.8 crore. By 2050, it is going to increase to 32 CR, which is more than double. And I think as we all age, the life expectancy, as per the WHO, the life expectancy has moved from 49.7 to 69.7. And in middle class, I think it is much more, 73 to 75. As life expectancy is increasing, I think the number of medical challenges that elderly face have increased. So things like Alzheimer's dementia, cancer, Parkinson, medical challenges related to heart, they are all increasing. So as we age, the number of medical challenges are going to increase. Some of the other two numbers when I look at is 6 out of 10 Alzheimer's dementia patients wander, and some of them wander many times, which can be life-threatening. According to McKinsey report that was released recently, which is called as the Fixing the Middle Rug, 37% of the women leave their jobs in middle of the career, and 80% of them leave their job to take care of elderly. So families struggle a lot many times when it comes to provide comprehensive care for seniors. And that is the whole reason we started the assisted living centers. Why Goa? When we currently run 3 assisted living centers in Mumbai, 1 in Pune. And we were looking for expansion in cities like Hyderabad, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Goa. We realized that in southern countries, southern states, the healthcare infrastructure is far ahead. But Goa did not have anything. There are few old age homes, good old age homes, but there is nothing for dementia, there is nothing for rehab. And we thought this might be a good opportunity as a natural extension to what we are doing in Mumbai and Pune. And that is the whole reason for we coming to Goa. We have implemented all the learnings that we have from running the centers in Mumbai and Pune. So what you see here today is the best center that Ajicare has built, and we are grateful to many people for this. So I will like to take this opportunity to thank a few people because of which we are able to start the center. First is Dr. Subbu. I got this idea, he contacted me through LinkedIn, and sometimes your thoughts just match, and he has been working with me for last 1 year. And I think the only reason we are here is the key driving force is Dr. Subbu. the Bhide family, the owners of this premise. I think they have been wonderful hosts. I think when we came here, we saw this. We immediately finalized. This property was closed in one day. I came from Mumbai, I saw this, and we closed it. There was no discussion. That's how beautiful it is. And there's a lot of positive vibrations that you get when you come here. And the hospitality that they have shown is tremendous, so thank you so much for that. The entire RGK team, leadership team who has came all the way from Mumbai, I will like to thank few people, Vikrant Thakkar, who has been behind this for last 3 months. There is a leadership team, Dr. Ajay Pillai, Naina Oak, Priyanka Shinde. They have been working tirelessly on this. I want to thank all the leadership team of RGK who is present here. I will like to stop here with saying that thank you for coming on this beautiful Sunday, sparing your time for this. All of you will love to show you this center once the ceremony is done. Thank you all for coming again here for this ceremony. Thank you.